And let's have a closer look at those front pages, starting with the Sunday Telegraph, Lewis. What have they got?
They have the big news. Met Police advisor led from river to the sea chant. This is the Sunday Telegraph. And there's this guy, Atiq Malik, who's a lawyer from Luton. And he was found in a video from 2021 shouting from the river to the sea, which...
And he instigated the chant.
And this
is a chant that basically is known to be calling for the extermination of Jews and the extermination of Israel, to push all the Jews into the sea.
Well, I would say that that's true, but we don't know that. But you have to, you know, why is this news? The fact that he's advising the Crown Prosecution Service on hate crime.
He's advising the Met Police. No, I'll tell you why this is news. It shows that our liberal establishment, the woke blob, has an insane problem with anti-Semitism. However they dress it up. So we've got a lawyer who advises the Met Police, who leads these anti-Semitic chants calling for the extermination of Jews. We also have a prominent mosque chairman who praised the founder of Hamas, and he's an advisor for the CPS.
So are you really?
Panel, no less.
On the scrutiny panels, the people, Chris, who are supposed to be making sure that the CPS behave appropriately.
Yeah, he probably is scrutinising it. I bet he's paying very close attention to all this. They're clearly very interested parties.
Yeah. But why are you so upset about this? The fact is, everybody knows this. Everybody knows that it's not
about it. And we've seen. I mean, we've seen over the past couple of weeks. We've seen the pro-Palestinian protests have contained some very, very nefarious elements, calling for, openly calling for hate and for destruction, and the police have given them, really treated them with kid gloves. If anybody turns up with a Union flag or an English, St. George cross, they're immediately pounced on as if they're carrying a swastika.
Well, I've been feeling sorry for the police and thinking, who would want to do that job? Where do you start? I did a quick calculation. I think there's about 300 people to each police person in this country. So, So you're
saying we could have them?
Well, I just fancied finding out, so I had a look. I don't know what that means, but, it's not an easy job, is it? But then when you find out that actually there's this as well on top, you can get really... I think you've been very generous with your interpretation of from the river to the sea.
Yeah, I know exactly what it means, but for some people it doesn't mean that, but for most people it does. And the fact is...
Anybody chanting it knows what it means.
Possibly. No, I don't think they... Maybe they do. Listen, here's the problem. The problem is that there's a group of people that hate Jews in this country, and there's no reason to act surprised. We know, when you bring...
We kind of hope that the Met Police and the Crown Prosecution Service aren't being advised and led by those people.
Who's going to lead them? You have to. Once you have a...
Maybe people who aren't hateful anti-Semites and racists?
No, but once you decide you're going to have a multicultural country, you're going to invite people from other countries who are bringing their own hatred into the system.
Yeah.
And so that's going to affect from many different... It's like with Irish people. If you bring in Northern Irish people, some of them are going to hate the Protestants, some of them are going to hate the Catholics.
I still think they could have screened for this. I mean, I'm now a full-time employee at GBNews. I've had to tell them my history, my social media, everything I've ever done. This guy's done it before. I mean, I don't know how long he's been in the job, but wow.
He should have said something, Yeah,
and I guess we'll see over the coming weeks how the marches are policed, if the Remembrance Day marches are policed. So far, the state, the Met Police have treated these people with, a very light touch. I think it's disgraceful.